When we think of ancient empires, Rome often comes to mind, but Rome was not the only great power. Far to the south, in the highlands of what is now Ethiopia and Eritrea, another kingdom flourished, Aksum. Aksum was a contemporary and rival of Rome. It controlled vital trade routes and was one of the four great powers of its time alongside Rome, Persia, and China. Aksum had a strong military and a powerful navy that controlled key ports on the African coast of the Red Sea. It was a hub of international trade with goods from Africa, India, and the Mediterranean passing through its markets. Understanding Aksum challenges the old idea that Africa was isolated. Aksum's relationship with Rome was one of equals, commanding respect even from the mighty Roman Empire. Its story deserves to be told, a story of power, innovation, and lasting influence in the ancient world. Aksum's prosperity was built on trade, strategically located near the Red Sea and the Gulf of Aden. Aksumite merchants traded ivory, gold, spices, and more, making Aksum very wealthy. The port city of Adulis was a bustling center of commerce, connecting Africa to the wider world. Aksum developed a strong naval power to protect and expand its trade. Its ships sailed the Red Sea and ventured into the Indian Ocean, projecting military strength. Aksum was also famous for its incredible architecture, especially the giant stelae, or obelisks. The Great Stele, over 33 meters tall, was an amazing feat of engineering. These monuments showcase the power and resources of the Aksumite kings. Aksum developed its own script, Ge'ez, which is still used in Ethiopia today. Aksum was one of the first kingdoms to officially adopt Christianity, with King Ezana converting in the early 4th century CE. This decision profoundly impacted Aksumite culture and shaped the future of Ethiopia. Aksum was a center of learning and faith. Its achievements in trade, architecture, and religion were remarkable for any ancient society. The Roman world was well aware of Aksum's existence, power, and wealth. Roman merchants and sailors regularly interacted with Aksumites, primarily through the port of Adulis. Historical texts from the Roman period mention Aksum, providing valuable insights. The Periplus of the Erythraean Sea, a 1st century CE guide for merchants, describes the trade routes of the Red Sea and mentions a powerful Aksumite king, Zoskalis. The Periplus portrays Aksum as an organized and sophisticated kingdom. Later writers, like Cosmas Indicopleustes, a 6th century Greek merchant and monk, also wrote about Aksum. He described its king controlling trade routes and mentioned Aksumite expeditions into Nubia and Arabia. These accounts highlight Aksum's military and economic reach during its peak. Roman acknowledgement confirms Aksum's status as a significant power in the ancient world. The Romans recognized Aksum as a kingdom worth trading with and a power to be reckoned with. This external validation supports the archaeological evidence from Aksum itself. Aksum was a truly influential African kingdom. Aksum holds a special place in numismatic history as one of the first African kingdoms to mint its own coins. This began around the late 3rd century CE, under King Endubis. Minting coins showed sovereignty and economic sophistication. Aksumite coins were made of gold, silver, and bronze, with intricate designs and inscriptions in Greek. After King Ezana's conversion to Christianity, the cross began to appear on coins, announcing Aksum's new religious identity. The discovery of Aksumite coins far from Ethiopia is remarkable. They have been found in places like southern Arabia, Egypt, and even India and Sri Lanka. This wide distribution is physical proof of Aksum's extensive trade network. Beyond their economic function, Aksumite coins were also a tool of royal propaganda. They proclaimed the king's power and authority. The use of gold for some coins demonstrated Aksum's wealth and the skill of its artisans. These coins were ambassadors of Aksumite civilization. They carried its image and message across the ancient world. Like all great empires, Aksum eventually faced decline. This was a gradual process over several centuries. Environmental degradation such as soil erosion from farming and deforestation weakened the kingdom from within. The rise of Islamic powers in the 7th century changed the Red Sea region, cutting off Aksum from its primary source of wealth. Internal pressures such as rebellions or challenges from subject peoples also contributed to Aksum's decline. By the 8th or 9th century, the great kingdom of Aksum had largely faded from the international stage. Despite its decline, Aksum left an enduring legacy. It laid the foundations for the later Ethiopian state. The Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Church, established in Aksumite times, remains a central institution. The Ge'ez script and language continue to be used in religious contexts. Aksumite traditions and identity shaped Ethiopian culture for centuries. Aksum's story is a reminder of Africa's rich and complex history.